Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Nabil bin Nazar. My metric number is B0920100036. In this video, I will answer the question for online lab test for subjects measurement and instrumentation. So I will proceed for the question 1 first. This is a vernier caliper. The function of vernier caliper is used to measure outer dimension of object using external jaw, inside dimension using internal jaw, and depth using the depth measuring blade here. I will teach you how to use the vernier scale. First, you must open this jaw and put your sample between the jaw and tie it up. The sample must contact with the both jaw, and then don't forget to tighten up the thumb screw. And then first you must read the main scale. How to read the main scale is you must read before the readings touch the zero from the vernier scale. As you can see here, the reading for main scale is 20 because 20 don't go over the zero from the vernier scale. The reading for the main scale is 20, and then reading for the vernier scale, you must find where is the line from the vernier scale that perpendicular with the line from the main scale. As you can see here again, the line is here. The smallest reading of vernier scale is 0.02 millimeters. So this reading is 0.02 millimeters. Conclusion, you must sum up the reading from the main scale to the reading with the vernier scale. Then you can get the actual reading for the sample is 20.02 millimeters. This equipment is a head gauge. The function of head gauge is used to determine the weight of an object and for marking of an item to be worked on. Usually, this item must be used on a flat surface, such as a granite. How to use it? First, you must place it on a flat surface, and then loosen up this adjustment clamp. You push this over and then put your sample under the measuring jaw, and then push it down. To read the reading, you must first read the main scale here, and then read the vernier scale here. The conclusion of the reading, you must sum up the reading from the main scale with the vernier scale to get the correct reading for the sample. Second equipment is a micrometer. The function of micrometer is used to measure a precise measurement of a very small object, and a micrometer also can measure depth, length, and thickness of the object. How to use this micrometer? First, you must unclog the clamp and turn the thimble to open this micrometer. Put your sample between the anvil and the spindle, and then turn clockwise until the anvil and the spindle touch the sample. Then you must turn the ratchet stop until you hear a click sound. To read this micrometer, you must read the scale at this sleeve. The scale must be read from left to right, and then you must read the scale at the thimble. At the thimble, you must read from bottom to up. Then sum up this both reading, then you can get your reading for this sample. The function of horizontal optical comparator is used to inspect and measure the dimension of very small manufactured part. The light travels horizontally from this side to the machine. The digital readout for this horizontal optical comparator is on the side. You can see the reading for x-axis and y-axis. Other than that, you can reset the reading to turn it into a 0 for both x and y-axis. To use it, you must put the sample between the lights, so you will read the shadow formed in this screen. This line is a guideline to start reading your sample. First, the sample must be aligned with this line, and then you choose whether you want to read for x or y direction, and then you can spin this part to adjust the position of the sample. You can spin this for x-axis and spin this part for adjust the position of y-axis. You also can adjust this line for you to measure the degree of your sample. Can be shown at this digital readout. This is the side view where you put your sample between the light's travel. This is a vertical optical comparator. It has the same function as the horizontal vertical comparator, but the difference between light travel vertically from up to below through your sample. First, you must put your sample, and then you can adjust the position of your sample using this spindle for x-axis and y-axis. The reading will be shown here. For this part, I will show you how to calibrate your vernier caliper by using a gauge block that you know the true value of this sample. As you can see, the gauge block has a dimension of 20 millimeters, the true value of it, but as we measured, we get the reading is 20.02 millimeters. To measure the percentage error, you must at least have 3 readings of this gauge block, and then calculate the average. I already get the average 20.02 millimeters. To get the percentage error, you must absolute average measured value 20.02 minus the true value of this gauge block, which is 20 millimeters, divide by the true value, which is 20 millimeters. Absolute of all that, and then times to 0 to get the percentage difference. Here you can see I already done the calculation. Then you can get percentage error for this length is 1%. Same with the width and thickness. That's how you want to calibrate this vernier caliper. As you can see, the readings can be different between the true value of this gauge block with the measured value of the sample.